I just got to clap. I'm so proud of what the team has done. I'm so proud to be here in front of y'all right now. This is history, period. This is history. I am so honored to be able to be in front of you tonight to just be a part of the ushering in of Yahuwah's return. Go on and mark this date. And you're going to remember that a movement was really created throughout the world because of what's going to happen on this particular date. So I'm excited about it. As y'all come in, y'all go ahead, let's warm it up. Y'all know y'all got to hit the like, but smash up the likes, smash up the likes. What else y'all got to do? Not only smash up the likes, y'all got to share this out, share it out. We're here on a historic moment, and you're part of it. If you're part of the live, way to go. If you're watching the recording, way to go. We just want people to hear this, to be able to have an opportunity to get to the truth. The release of the Truth Scriptures. Abariym. Book of Abariym, Hebrews. The realest of the realest you can't get any realer translation than this, other than you understand Abariym, Hebrew, and you know how to translate it into the understanding of its meaning. If you don't have Yahuwah in you, even if we just, guess what? It's sitting around. I was going to say, even if we handed it to you, well, it's always here. You can go get a Codex Leningrad. You can get a Codex Corinthus. You can get, you can go look at Dead Sea Scrolls. You can see these things, but can you read it and understand it? Do y'all know how heavy this is? To be able to read it, to be able to understand those words. And now we decided to come together. Yahuwah gave me a thought a few years ago. Go ahead and translate. Go on and do it. I'm like, you mean translate like the scriptures? The entire books? Yeah, go on and do it. Because I'm sitting there talking. How many of y'all ever talk to yourself? You're like going back and forth. But then there had to be the spirit here involved here, because this wouldn't be normally something I would just do. Like, go on. And I started reasoning it out. And if y'all go back and watch the videos, you can go back 3 years or so. You can go back almost 4 years ago. And you can watch these videos and you will see me constantly translating the translation. I'm telling you, go back and look at the earliest videos. You're going to see me, I'm talking, and then I'm going to say, well, this version here, and these are the like restored name versions, restored the best that they knew how. And I'm having to translate that translation. Why? Because I took the time, the effort, and the energy. Go back and look at the earliest video. I took the time and the effort and the energy to understand what those words are saying, and I was able to exercise my rights with Yahuwah Ruah, the Spirit. Because Yahuwah HaMashiach, when he was on earth, before he left and became Yahuwah Mashiach, he said that I'm going to send you the Spirit, and he's going to teach you all things about me. He said he's going to teach you all things about me. And do not think about what you got to say at that time, because you'll be given what to say. Hardly anybody you know exercises and walks in that power. Hardly anybody walks in that power. So when I can feel the Spirit telling me, go on and translate these words, because you do it every day anyway. You're reading it. I study the word every day. There's no day that I can't remember a time I didn't study the word or what I believe to be the word. I can't remember a time. But I kept always having to translate the translations. And so here we are on this historic moment where translating the translations got put aside, because then I realized the next part. That's why I kept going, nah, something's up with that. Something's going on with that. kept feeling it, family. I kept feeling it. And so I went deeper and dug deeper into what is causing these translations of the translations to conflict with themselves. Even when they have the restored names, there's still multiple. I'm talking about hundreds and the best case, and I'm telling you, most likely in the thousands of errors that are significant. It could be a matter of your eternal life or eternal death. It could be a matter of the life with Yahuwah forever or spending time in that lake. Y'all want to bet on this lake of fire thing? People, I don't really want to talk. I don't want to envision Yahuwah like that. Well, look, then you're going to have to ignore, just stop talking about Yahuwah, because he said there's a lake in these scriptures, in these real scriptures. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him for wanting to burn. He want to burn stuff up. I don't blame Yahuwah for wanting to do that. He told y'all that he regretted in Barashit 6:6. He regretted he even made human beings. So we're going in and we're going to release the entire 13 chapters that you will have to put your seatbelts on. Because when you understand them, it's another level. Now, for those of you that have the vision, the foresight, and the motivation to really be one of Yahuwah's sheep, Yahuwah Mashiach, the Messiah. If y'all got that motivation to be like that, that means when we look at tsnt.org, it's a big deal. Y'all gonna see why tonight. See, Yahuwah said, you got to test everything. Test it. Well, the greatest way to test it on earth now is commitment. Who's committed? A lot of people can talk, but who's committed? Who gonna put their money where their mouth is? See, we've been putting our money where our mouth is all the way into Yahuwah's word and his work since 2007, until we understood that we literally are on the front line of the storehouse of Yahuwah. We're up here on the front line. We're the ones bringing the good word. We're up here planting the good seed and we're looking for people to plant it in good ground. Yeah, we're up here on the front line. We saw it. Why? Because I've been watching the internet since 2007. Hardly anybody knew about Yahuwah. And all of a sudden, you got thousands of sites talking about Yahuwah. And this is only, y'all think it's like, what, it's been a long time? No. This all started to speed up in 2016. So it was almost 10 years where it was like almost like crickets. I'm spreading the word of Yahuwah in 20 countries around the world. So from 2007 all the way through 2016, I was spreading seeds of Yahuwah, my feet geographically on the ground in 20 countries. I was doing business and I was doing kingdom business. I was doing earthly business and I was doing kingdom business. And every one of those countries, they got to hear about Yahuwah. And there's people that you see. Why do you think there's so many countries coming on here now? Well, I'm telling you, it's from these seeds have been planted. But something happened in 2016. Everything sped up. Anybody that's a real OG in the understanding of Yahuwah, have a good understanding. They will tell you 2016, something, it ticked up. It went through a astronomical level in 2020 when this COVID thing hit the world, whatever you feel about it. I don't put a lot of energy into it. Don't touch me. Right? Because Yahuwah is in me. So, hey, if it tries to come, maybe do a little and then move on. That's it. So here's what we got to do. We got to get this word out there. Now, for every one of you that are PAC contributors. So if you don't want to know what that is, if you're brand new listening, go over to tsnt.org. We've got bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and now even diamond supporter packs of this translation of this word. We are translating the Briyt Hadash first. Now, we had started with the Tanakh. That's the Old Testament. Briyt Hadash is the New Testament. We got over 2.5 of those books done. So Genesis, Bereshit, Exodus, which is Shemot, those are done. Truth Scriptures done. Those are finished. So we got those finished. And then we got over half of Uriqua, which is Leviticus, done. But Yahuwah came up and said, well, nobody's arguing about me really in the Tanakh. They understand. The only thing it is, you got the, quote, Jews who are really not the people of Yahuwah because they deny his name. They deny, or I should say, they do not promote his name, even though they know it. They suppress it. So that's the same thing. Is bringing his name to naught. They violate the third commandment. So when you go look at it, nobody's arguing other than maybe they're suppressing. But as far as the principles of the Tanakh, nobody's arguing about it. What people are arguing about is all of a sudden this Jesus character showed up on the scene. This Jesus showed up on the scene. Who's that? Archangel Michael comes. He's only 2 books done. Are you joking? Like that's like you know what you're doing. I gotta be quiet, man. Pay attention, staff. You know, we gotta watch and see if we got trolls in here. Cause somebody ain't been in here, right? This is the funny part. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna mess with it. Bam! We're not even gonna mess with it. So we gotta really, really pay attention. Right? We gotta pay attention. Hold on one second. Good. All right. So what we got to pay attention to is that the battleground is with this Jesus character. This Jesus character that's the battleground. Because Yahusha said when he was here, I come in my Father's name, and you don't receive me. Yet if another comes in another name, him you will receive. And most people don't really pick that up. I come in my Father's name. So his name is so his name has to be in the Father's name. Y'all got that? He said, I'm in my Father's name that I come. So that's why he's called Yahusha, because he's pointing to Yeshayahu 43:11, Isaiah, where Yahuwah said, besides me, there is no other Savior. There's none before me, nor will there be none after me, is what he said. He says there's not going to be any. So when Yahusha shows up and he says, I come in my Father's name, that'll go over most people's head that they're actually looking at the Father because he's in the Father's name. That's why he said, anybody that's seen me has seen the Father. Because I'm in the Father's name. But then we got this Jesus character that pulls up on the scene. And what's the Jesus character do? It's another name. And him you will receive. Now we got Hazun, Revelation, chapter 12, verse 9, is now in full effect. And Shaitan goes about and deceives the entire world. The entire world runs after it. So you got like billion, you got like a quarter of the earth. They really believe that Jesus is a real character, is a real person. It doesn't exist. Does not exist. I want to break everybody's heart so they can come to reality that believe that Jesus actually exists. I want to empathetically break your heart so that you have an opportunity for eternal life. And the only reason you believe that is because this Greek translation shows up on the scene. Follow what I'm saying? That's the only reason people know about an Jesus. That's the only reason people know about Jesus. Do y'all get that? The only reason people know about Jesus, which is Hail Zeus, make no mistake about it, it's just praising Zeus, the sun god. It's sun god worship. It's Nimrod worship. That's all it is, which goes back to Satan. You wouldn't know about a Jesus if there wasn't a Greek translation. You understand how important this is? So when we were moving to get the Tanakh done, stop, we got to come over here. We got to do the Briyt Hadash because we got to tear down Jesus. Make no mistake about it. My mission on the front line is to rip a hole right down the middle of good old Jesus, Jesus. I want to tear and smash that idol down. And so how do we smash that idol that's went about and deceived the entire world? You got other religions be talking about it. A fictitious being. You got Muslims. I'm telling you. You got Buddhists. They all be like, oh, Jesus was a good man. He never existed. Never, ever, ever, never. There was no prophet or savior or anybody in the scriptures that we know of called Jesus. Nobody. It's just dumb. It's ridiculous. And I fell for it. And many of you fell for it. You want to know why? Because our greats, they were disobedient to Yahuwah, so Yahuwah turned them over to the enemies to lead them. He said, I'm going to send you a delusion because you don't love the truth. So somebody's in our great line, ancestry line, they didn't love the truth. And that started a mess for us. Because most of us fell, even if you think in a respectful manner. Oh, this Jesus. Oh, okay. I might not do what I'm supposed to do, but I know he don't exist. It's a clown. It's a satanic facade. Does not exist. No. That person, that name has no power. People say, well, what about when these things happen in his name? It's not happening in his name. It's happening because of the delusion. Second Tashla Nahim. So Thessalonians, go look at it. Second Thessalonians 2, 9 through 12 tells you why all these things are happening that you think give some credence to this fake character called Jesus. So why am I pressing about 15 minutes of time on this before I unveil a miracle in this world? It's a miracle that's about to happen. Signs and wonders. Because when the word is reestablished, you're going to start to see that power that those first Kahal had, those called out ones, that assembly that really had the truth because they had the word and the word was with them. The word was living with them. Oh, we're rocking through 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John right now. That's going to probably be done in a couple of days. And you're going to understand how important it is what I just said with that. So here's what I want to do. I want y'all to understand how important this is about TSNT. And if you are a Truth Scriptures New Testament supporter, that's why we call it TSNT. And we only bring up New Testament because we want to bust out the algorithms. That's it. So we can snatch people out of the fire. So if you go to tsnt.org and you're a PAC contributor, what I'm getting ready to show you, you got free access to. If you're not a PAC contributor, we made it minuscule so you can support all these things that we got to pay for to get all this stuff done. It's a lot that has to happen to make everything happen that we're doing. It's a lot of time, effort, and energy, a lot of staff, a lot of man and women hours. It's a lot. And you got to decide, are you in it? Or are you not in it? So if you go over and you become a supporter, what's going to happen? I'm going to tell y'all. So I'm going to show it to you. And then within a couple of hours, when we're done here with this live, all of you that are package supporters are going to get an email. You're going to get an email with the access code. It means 100%. You don't pay nothing. All you got to do is put that code in. You don't have to put a credit card or nothing in. And you're going to get access to this scriptural course. So not only are you going to get the access to the scriptures itself, you're going to see chapters 1 through 13 of Abariym like you've never seen them before. And then you're going to get the access to the tools, the power tools we call them. So we start out with a power study guide. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to start recording the videos of each chapter. So I'm going to personally just wake up after I'm done translating or before I'm translating, depending on how I feel. I'm going to get that chapter. I'm not going to do a live with it. I'm just going to get on the screen and record myself breaking that chapter down, teaching y'all like y'all know that I normally teach. And so that's why that's going to become very unique, because I'm going to teach each chapter, all 13 chapters. We're going to put it on a video. So when you go into the course, you're reading the scriptures, you're like, man, all right, got it. Then you go through the power study guide. Ooh, this is another level. Then I come in and then I make you get it. As an elder in the kingdom, I will be talking to you from an eldership position, like y'all know I teach, and I'll break that down to where you will get it and you'll go, wow. And guess what that's going to do? It's going to make you a real disciple of Yahuwah. That's what this is going to end up doing. You're going to become a real disciple of Yahuwah, because you're going to learn how to watch it. Now watch. By the time y'all get through 13 videos of me breaking down Abariym, you're going to pick up a pattern of how to read these words. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So this is a different deal. This has never been done, ever, in the history of the world. This has never been done. Where you're sitting there reading the word, and you don't have to go down to no church building, no Cersei, no seance, no sorcery building. Right? You ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to get in your car. You ain't got to go nowhere. You got to go hit the play button. You got to hit the enter and play and get you a notepad. And guess what you can do? Stop, pause, rewind. Wait a minute. You can be in there. You can dig. And so I think that Yahuwah's leading us in a great way here. I think he's leading us in a great way. What y'all think? All right. So I'm going to show y'all how it works. All right. I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to take you through it. And before 10 p.m. Eastern tonight, we're working late. So if you got to sleep, go sleep. You're going to get an email. Now, if you don't see an email before 10 o'clock Eastern tonight, before you email us, check your spam. Okay? So check your spam. Coming from Promote the Truth. Got it? So you're going to see it coming from info@promotethetruth.com. If you don't get that email, if it gets to be 10 o'clock Eastern, you don't get the email, just send an email going, hey, I didn't get my access. And then you're going to get access. They'll send you your code. Now listen, with this code, we know who logs in. Do not give that code to not one other person. Don't do it, because it's tracking IPs. And this is a Yahuwah thing. And I'm telling you, if you give it to somebody else, now you're dealing with commandment breaking, stealing. Because there's people that earn the right to get this type of access first. And that's how it's going to be. I don't care who likes it. We're setting up a discipline and an order in the kingdom of how to properly put the value on Yahuwah's word. People say, man, it should be free. Well, guess what? It was free, and you let it get trashed, and you let Yahuwah's name get removed. So you didn't care about it when it was just free out there in the world. No, y'all let it get dogged out. When I say y'all, us, all of us. So what we got to do is reestablish the value on this thing called the word of life. We got to put the proper value. And if people don't want to commit, stay out there with the dogs and the hogs. Stay out there if you want to, because the fire's coming. But we're looking for people. I'm telling you, I'm not here to just go after like these quote pastors are doing. I'm here for 144. That's who I'm here for. That's who I'm here for. I'm here for the 144, and that's what I'm focused on. After that, I'll be giving my next instructions from the Spirit. But 144 is who I've been called to establish as the elders on this earth. So my messages are going to be different. They're going to be high level. They're going to be strong. They're going to be passionate. They're going to be empathetic. But it's going to be this time to move. It ain't going to be nothing weak in this. I'm looking for the 144. That's it. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. Because I don't have to come on here and talk to nobody. I can just do videos all day and pump them out. Right? But I'm here. That's right. Tiffany put it, for the lost sheep. That's who I'm here for. That got me fired up. Because I know what's going to happen. We get ready to change the world. We're going to do it. We're going to change the world. Now, I'm going to do this. Lena got me in the direction here. All right, here I go. Let me find. All right, now I'm rocking. Now I see it. I needed to see it. So first of all, I'm going to go over to PromoteTheTruth.com. And anybody can go over to PromoteTheTruth.com now. But if you are a package holder, you don't want to go click on stuff and pay for stuff because you already done earned that right to be able to get that access because you was moving, you was supporting, you was building the kingdom. So I'm going to share my screen right now, family. We're going to deal with this technology. Let's get it. Yeah, give me the screen. I want the window. Make sure I got this the way I want it. Interesting. I'll try it. Y'all bear with me. All right. Now, do y'all see my screen? Do y'all see the Promote the Truth screen? Because I can't tell what y'all see. I'm sharing my screen. And I want to know if y'all see the Promote the Truth screen. Hold on one second. Do y'all see the Promote the Truth screen or not? All right. Good. That's what I want to know. If y'all see the Promote the Truth screen, hang tight. Now, when you go to PromoteTheTruth.com, right there, you'll see a tab. It says in the bottom right corner of these tabs up top. And it says, what? TS Digital Scriptures Collection. If you click on TS Digital Scriptures Collection, that's the Truth Scriptures Digital Collection. We're going to end up putting 10 books on this digital platform. So out of all the books that we've got, from Bereshit, Genesis, all the way over to Hazum, we're going to put 10 of them on here, and they're going to become very interactive in a study. While we're doing these translations, we're going to be teaching people to become disciples through this. So if you go over here, you'll see we've got Abariym, Truth Scriptures Digital Collection. This is just the scriptures itself. So it's $9.95 if a person wants to get access to that now. But that's free for our package members. Okay? Now, if you want the digital study, the scriptures with the digital collection, that's the $20. So $19.95, you can get in there. And what you're doing is you're supporting the movement. Because all this stuff costs a lot of money to build and maintain, period. Y'all got it? So we kept it minuscule. But if you are a package member, you're not going to pay any of these prices. for all the 10 books and all the study material. So when the package supporters, when y'all go over here, you're going to click on the 1995 one where it says sign up. So you're going to click where it says sign up. Now, when you click where it says sign up, right, you'll put your name in there. So you're going to put your name in here, your email. You're going to create your password. You'll create an account. The reason you create an account because you're about to become part of a platform that's like a school. Y'all with me? So y'all going to be part of a school, university, like a Yahoo University platform here. Y'all got that? All right. So you're going to go in there. You're going to put your stuff in there. And then you'll have your account. You're going to get a confirmation email with your account. But the next page is going to come up and ask you for payment. All right. So the next page will actually ask you for payment. When it asks you for payment, hold on, I'm going to stop sharing. When it asks you for payment, don't put no credit card in there if you're a package holder. If you're not a package holder, y'all know what to do. Y'all go in there, put your little piece, right? You put your little piece of money in there and you get your access. But if you're not, you're going to put this code that you're going to get, and that code is then going to blank out all the payment information when you hit apply. So you hit apply, and any monies that's sitting over, you're going to see it go to zero, and you're not going to even see any credit card request there. Then you hit enter. Once you hit enter, you're going to all of a sudden it's going to say access your product. When you go access your product or your course, you click that, and then I'm going to show you what you're going to see. When you click that, here's what you're going to see. You're going to see this. You're going to come in to the Abariym Hebrews with Power Study Guide, Truth Scriptures Digital Collection. Lena, can y'all see that? I want to make sure y'all can see that where it says Abariym with Power Study Guide. Do y'all see that? All right. Thank you so much. So look, you come here, it says it, and when it does, I've already been here messing around, so I says continue course. But you look at this. This is broke down where it says Abariym chapter 1, right? So if you come in here and you click on Abariym chapter 1, which we went through already, so I don't mind showing that tonight. Watch. You're going to see it pull up. So that's your Abariym chapter 1. You're going to see it pull up. You're going to be able to go and read the Truth Scriptures version utilizing the power of this technology. Okay? Now, watch this. I'm going to go back. Every chapter is here. So all 13 chapters, you'll notice that they are in like a course section, because what we can do in here is continue to build out each one of these chapters. So we can build each one of those chapters out and continue to add more and more to it. So I see these just becoming so powerfully unlimited over the years because we can just keep going back. So as we add more books and more chapters and get more study material, we can keep really making disciples. Y'all got that? Now watch. Down at the bottom, after you get through all 13 chapters, look, you got your power study guides. So you got 4 different modules here that's going to support everything that you see up here in these chapters. Are y'all following me? Right? So when you go into these power study guides, you get into some power. I'm not even going to click it here on the live. Y'all going to see. Y'all going to come back and tell us, man, that's awesome. Okay? So that's going to give you that access to Abariym Truth Scriptures that's never happened before. Building it out on a digital platform the way we're doing it, and then adding the material with it from the Truth Scriptures that's never happened before, and then build that out and continue to actually make disciples from the Word, not from my opinion, not from some pastor in a pulpit, not from some building that's got any power. No, we're going to build it from the Word. Y'all tell me, is this awesome or awesome? I believe it's awesome. I just believe I'm so proud and honored for what the staff, we got a kick butt team. I told y'all, if the team can just get loose and go to work, they're used to doing this kind of stuff. But now they're doing it for Yahuwah, for the kingdom. Primarily, we've been doing it for years because y'all can see the beauty of the Promote the Truth site. And we kept this all within the Promote the Truth platform. I love it. So I'm excited. Are y'all excited? I'm proud. Are y'all proud? And again, we're going to put 10 different books in that platform. If you are a package holder, you're not going to pay nothing to get that access to the power. You're not going to pay nothing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go market that page. And I'm going to do a video on this, and I'm going to explain it to it, and we're going to put it out, and we're going to market it all throughout YouTube. And we're going to allow people to get access to it. And if they want to support, they can support. If they don't have to. They can just wait till the whole book is done, and they can go do what they've done to the United Bible Society, who's giving them trash. They can pay for real scriptures called the Truth Scriptures, and then you can just wait for that. But if you want to get in on the good stuff along the way, then you got to come in here and support that project. It's only right. Too much work, effort, time, and energy going into it, and y'all got to make a decision to believe that way. And if you don't, we're okay. Stay out there on the outside while Yahuwah is doing his thing, because he's only going to take a few people in, and that's the most committed people, and that's it. So I want to encourage everybody that's listening to me right here. Go over to tsnt.org. How important does tsnt.org, how important does it become on a minute-by-minute basis? When you see and we ain't even done. We're coming up with more and more ways to be able to build out these platforms, these systems, and give so much value, because if we just when we train 144 people. And I'm telling you, the expediting of that's going to come through this platform. I'm telling you. The expediting of the 144, because y'all need to be able to spit these words out like y'all hear me spitting these words out. And if you're just sitting there getting studied and getting learned, and all of a sudden you're picking up a pattern of how I'm teaching, and then how those words are being translated out. And then you start to understand how to pick up conflicts in scripture and go, oh, that's why I ain't been able to access all the power these years. I'm telling y'all, man, 1 year from now, we should have at least 1 year from now, 20 people that they've got it. They're dialed in. They are the greatest hearted people. They don't have no conflictive being. Like, they don't have no contentiousness about them. People listen to me right now. Some of y'all love to argue. You like to debate. You like to complain. You're not going in with Yahuwah. You're just not. You don't have the right heart. And it's okay if you don't want to do that. But there's going to be about 20 over this next year. We just lock and step. Just doom, 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 doom. And we can go from 20 to 100 faster than we went to the 20. All right. So I'm going to get with the staff, make sure they get these emails out to y'all, because I know y'all probably excited to get these emails. Do not give that code to one person. You give that code to one person, they're going to kick you off the platform. No questions asked. It's just you're going to be out. You're going to be out because you willingly went against the commandments. And therefore, there's no more forgiveness for that person. You're going to learn that in Abariym. Most of y'all think y'all going to get away with trampling Yahuwah over and over again. Yahuwah Mashiach, you're not. You're going to learn that after you receive the good news the right way, you better not willfully and knowingly sin, because there remains no sacrifice for you. And we got to tell you the truth about that. Yahuwah is not going to let you in. All right? So do not give your code out. This code is only for the people that it's sent to, and it tracks your IP. We can literally watch when you log in and where it's coming in from. We can see it. It's that simple. And more importantly than anything, Yahuwah can see it. We're listening to him how to go run with this. And I think we're doing a great job at setting it up. Everybody's not going to agree with us, but somebody's got to lead. Somebody's got to take the lead. We just run it out there. We looked around, nobody else was running. All right, we'll do it. We didn't want to do it, but guess what? We'll be obedient and do it. So let's get this word out to y'all. We will be sending the email. Nothing's been sent out yet. It's going to probably take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get it. Could be sooner, because they've been working. They worked all the way up. That's why I started late, because they just now said go. That's why I started 15 minutes late. So now they're over there working to get the package holders and just them into an email. And again, if you go over to tsnt.org, they'll pick it up. And within the next 20, you won't go more than 24 hours without getting your code. So if you get your package tonight, before this time tomorrow night, you will have your code and you get your access. So whoever's listening to me, whenever you go ahead and start, just give it about 24 hours or less, and you're going to get your code. And just don't give it to nobody. All right? So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I want to thank y'all for helping get this done. Because everybody that's contributed to tsnt.org, you are a part of this. So when you go log in, you got to go, I help do this. Y'all help do that. Everybody gets to be so proud to go, I help do this. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to see you maybe tomorrow, but more than likely New Moon Day. So tomorrow is Shabbat, the real Shabbat. And then the next day is New Moon Day. So Friday's New Moon Day is going to set the new real 11th month. So I know for a fact I'm going to do something on one of those 2 days. So y'all just watch out. But I want to see how much support we need to provide. But I love y'all. Everybody get over to tsnt.org. Get over to tsnt.org and do us a favor. Do your best. Like Daniel Bacote said, he said, do your kingdom business. Take that mentality on a day-to-day basis. And I'll catch you.